Just off the coast of Luzon, occupying the hull of the 7th largest island in the Philippines, sits the province of Occidental Mindoro. Located on the southern region of Luzon and the western half of Mindoro Island, the shores of this province embrace the waves of the South China Sea, Mindoro Strait, and the Verde Island Passage. Its neighbor, Oriental Mindoro, rests on the eastern shores. The province is accessible by land, water, and air. There are 45-minute flights from Manila to the municipality of San Jose on the southern tip of the province. The more common mode of travel, especially by visitors or transients from the north, would be by land and water. One may opt to travel by bus or take their own vehicle for a road trip away from Manila. A comfortable 2 to 3 hour ferry cruise from the Batangas port to the port of Abra de Ilog permits travelers to bring their vehicles along on board, hence the more colloquial term Roro, short for roll on and roll off. Occidental Mindoro is the home of 11 municipalities, with Mindoro as its capital. The municipality of Mindoro was once a stronghold of the country's Muslim settlers in the pre-Hispanic period. When the Spaniards took over the island and propagated the religion of Christianity, Mindoro would be subject to frequent threats of invasion by pirates and was dubbed as the Pirate Hub at some point. The municipality was declared the capital of Occidental Mindoro in the post-colonial years, when the island of Mindoro was officially divided into 2 separate provinces. Today, it still remains to be the provincial capital and commercial center. A leisure drive up north would lead you to the highlands of Paluan. Located on the northwestern tip of Mindoro Island, the town weaves along the northeastern shores of Paluan Bay. This predominantly rural and agricultural municipality has a vast amount of vegetation and forest lands. About 18,000 hectares have been classified as a protected area by the government, as well as a portion of its forest land dedicated for wildlife conservation and watershed. Resting on the slopes of Mount Calavite is a wildlife sanctuary. Local and foreign conservationists and environmental advocates have contributed to the preservation of its biodiversity. The International Union for Conservation of Nature classified a number of endemic species as threatened. Among these are the native buffalo, the Tamaraw, the Mindoro striped-faced fruit bat, the Mindoro bleeding heart pigeon, the Tarictic hornbill, the spotted imperial pigeon, among others. Just a short distance away, the Calawagan Mountain River Resort offers a restful haven for trekkers and travelers who seek refuge beneath forest canopies. The resort received an accolade from the government for having the cleanest inland body of water. Of the 8 indigenous groups of the Mangyan tribe of Mindoro, it is the Iraya group that call the forest of Paluan their home. This particular group may have retreated to the highlands, further away from the demands of the modern world. Nonetheless, the Irayas are generally peace-loving, gentle, and have their own system and social structures that have sustained their society for centuries. With a total land area of 2,189 square kilometers, the municipality of Sablayan is the largest in the province. Its name was derived from the word sablay, a Visayan term meaning wave convergence. This can be traced to the town's geographical location, where the waves of North and South China Sea meet and collide. This is also the home of some of the most captivating beaches in the island. The two Pandan Islands, distinguished by their size, would be the pride lands of the Sablayan. Pandan Grande, the larger of the two, as well as Pandan Pequeño, meaning little in Spanish, can be accessed by a quick boat ride. However, visitors of the adventurous sort may opt to zip their way instead. From the Sablayan main cliff, you can cross 1.5 kilometers and reach Pandan Pequeño Island in less than 5 minutes, courtesy of this innovative zip line, which even allows a return trip. Now that's what you call island hopping. Often the highlight for travelers and scuba divers around the world, Apo Reef is the largest coral reef system in the world. Measuring 34 square kilometers, it is home to one of the richest and most diverse marine species in the country. Thus, it is closely protected by the Apo Reef Natural Park. The reef is surrounded by uninhabited islands. The largest is Apo Island. With a 29-hectare stretch of white sand, it is a favorite nesting ground for wild sea turtles, such as the hawkbill and the green sea turtle. The island is separated from the reef by a narrow, deep channel and must not be mistaken for another island of the same name in the Visayas region. A leisure trek within the heart of this island will take you to a lagoon and a mangrove forest rich with beach vegetation. If you can stay still and listen closely enough, you might even hear the songs and the sounds of the various bird species that dwell within the lush forest canopies. Towering 110 feet above ground, this modern lighthouse has solar-powered lights and offers nothing but the most complete view of the entire Apo Reef. The original tower, known as the Apo Reef Light, was erected during the American period and was the tallest lighthouse tower in the country. Tucked within the rice valleys of San Jose and beneath the rugged peaks of a mountain, commonly known as the Devil's Mountain, is a wildlife conservation center that is devoted entirely to saving an animal from extinction. The Tamaraw, a native buffalo, can only be found within the forests of Mindoro, and sadly, less than 300 of their species remain on this planet. The Tamaraw Gene Pool Farm is a 280-hectare protected area that was established in 1980 as a breeding facility for the Philippines' own buffalo, the Tamaraw. This mammal, also known as the Mindoro dwarf buffalo, can be distinguished from its more popular cousin, the Kalabaw, by its size and its horns. The snout of the Tamaraw has a pair of relatively straight horns that point backwards. Typically solitary and gentle, the grass-eating mammal was declared critically endangered by year 2000, hitting an alarming population of only 187 from 10,000 in the 1900s. This critical state pushed the creation of the breeding facilities whose efforts continue to reap positive results.
Kasi naging naging isang regular activity ng Tamaraw Conservation Program, yung bilangin yung Tamaraw. Nag-start tayo is year 2000. Ang bilang ng Tamaraw noon is 154. Isa ngayon, tuloy-tuloy yun, yearly na ginagawa ito. Ngayon nga, last April 2015, mayroon tayong 405.
Today, only one Tamaraw lives in the facility, as the numbers grow out into the wild. Born and raised within the sheltered confines of the Gene Pool Farm, it would not be equipped with proper survival conditioning it needs to survive out in the wild. There is so much to see in Occidental Mindoro that one cannot find anywhere else. There is an enigmatic charm that lies within its obscurity, the kind that lures even the least adventurous urban dweller out of their comfort zone. Perhaps it is the call of nature and its landscapes. Yet, perhaps it could be more than the seductive mystique of Virgin Islands, conquered terrain, and unsung adventures that have driven man to a restless wanderlust that can only take him to the edge of the earth. Rather, may it be the gentle whisper and the soothing lullaby that are so comfortably familiar they dare to massage the exhaustion of daily life and hollowness of existence. Maybe, just maybe, this is what it means to be connected, to be rooted to one's own heritage, what it means to be home.